Welcome to this episode of Video Drone by DIY3DTech.com. It's Thanksgiving Day. We're out here on Lake Huron. It's cold. It's about 30 degrees. I've got the Typhoon H set up. I've already done the compass calibration, or already have completed the compass calibration. Love the compass calibration on this, guys. Other drone manufacturers, take a lesson from these guys. It's a super way to do it. Works very well. So I've got all the props on. I hope, fingers crossed, they all seem to lock on. So I've got the controller. I've got everything set. I've got it set to smart mode. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to arm the motors. Motors are armed, and I'm going to lift off. So this is the maiden voyage of the Typhoon. So one of the things, I'm not going to get too brave today. Number one is cold. And number two, this is the first flight. Oh, as I walk towards it, it moves away. So that's kind of interesting. That kind of scared me for a minute because it creates a safety zone around this. So, oh, it's following me. This is kind of different. I must have this. Well, I've got it in smart mode. And so as I'm walking, oh, the camera's turned back around looking at me. That's interesting. So I'm going to turn this to angle mode. And I'm going to swivel the camera around back to the front. Oh, geez, I love that. I think it's recording video. How do I tell if it's recording video? I'm trying to figure this out for a second, folks. Should be something that tells me if the video is recording, right? So I press the video button. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it is recording video. It's got the little counter up there. This thing seems to be very stable. It's just hovering a couple feet up. Let's do the infamous landing gear up. Whoa, look at that, folks. Let's do infamous land. Let's I want to take it up a little bit higher. I'll put the landing gear back down. Oh God, don't mind the sniffles. It's cold out here today. All right, so I want to get this. I want to do landing gear up. Landing gears up. And it's just kind of setting around. Boy, I can't believe there's a boat out there today. That's kind of crazy. Again, I've got I want to turn optical avoidance on. So I now have optical avoidance on. So there's how it looks from the front. And looking pretty good. Oh, that's the Coast Guard. Those guys are crazy enough to be out here this time of year. It's freaking cold, folks. So there's a ship out there. I don't know where they're going. They're going somewhere pretty fast. You can see them out there on the thing. Notice it's got some sort of rangefinder, but the stability of this guy is just super. Look at how it's just sitting in there. And so as I'm getting in front, it's giving me a warning. Oh, it's because I turned on the optical avoidance. So I want to get this out. So let's take it. I've just got it in slow mode. So this is full stick. It's moving. And let's yaw it around a little bit so I can see where I'm going. Moving very slow, just like the Spark. I like it. Oh, but the camera is... look at this. I'm spinning this, and the camera is just locked into position. I think I have to change it to that. So it's... There we go. I tell you what, guys. This is just so far too cool. This is just too cool for school. Again, I don't want to get too crazy with this... because this is the maiden voyage of it, and it's cold out. Now, Captain Drone, he definitely flies his look at this. Look at this. This is amazing. Just the way it's capturing and the dampening this has. So I'm just kind of taking it down the beach a ways. So I'm just going to kind of take it down and back, just checking my surroundings. But look at the video it's getting. This thing, you know, RJ Make, you know, maybe you were right about that 4K stuff. I don't know. But I tell you what, this controller is impressive. I'm just blown away. I want to kind of pan it back around. So I'm just taking it straight down. I want to keep it from going over the water. I'm going to take it back inland a bit. Just paying a little bit of attention to what I'm doing. And this thing could be a cinematic beast. The yaw rate's a little bit slower than what I'm used to. And again, I'm just taking it down. The one thing I'm really thinking about, and if you guys know where I can get one affordable, I'd really love to get the Seago ET, the thermal camera for this. Brand new, they're about $1,700. I mean, that's $1,000 more than I paid for the drone. But I'd really like to get one. So if you know of anybody with a used one or something that, you know, needs some Christmas money, you know, drop me a comment below. So again, I'm just kind of sticking it in, and we have it down there. I'm going to turn it back around here in a minute and just bring it back up. Still super on battery life, even for being this cold. This is one of the things. I don't know how all these systems are going to work. I'm running about 19 satellites, so great on the satellite acquisition. The one thing I like about this is I have gloves on. I don't have to worry so much about touching the screen. I have tactical buttons for most of everything I want to do on the screen, unless I want to enter some sort of mode. So I'm gonna rotate this back around. Give Norbert. Oh, it's got a nice little arrow that overlays the video. I don't know if you can see it. I've got to work on building the video recorder for this. But it overlays the screen. I am really loving this, guys. I tell you, this is a winner chicken dinner. Even though it's Thanksgiving and it's Turkey Day, this guy is a winner. So far, so good on everything. The crispness of the display is just freaking awesome. I just kind of want to walk up the water line here again. And so I'm at about 14.8 volts. I'm not sure if it's got a flight timer or not. I'll have to look. So I don't know if you can see the screen. There's not much glare today. So 14.8 volts. Looks like I'm at about a half a battery. And again, I've got this turned down to turtle mode. Because, again, being so cold, being the first flight, I really want to just kind of see how this is going to perform before I get too crazy. So again, I'm just kind of exercising it too to get the motors in. I think part of the reason this is a refurbished unit. I think the refurbishing part was actually the camera on this. It did not look like the copter had ever flown before. There were no any type of markings where even the arms were clipped. So again, just kind of heading it back towards me. And look at the pan on this is just phenomenal with that three axis. The pan is just phenomenal. See this pan out? I'm panning out with a stick, and you know, here it comes back. And again, quiet. You know, that's something else. This thing is quiet, far quieter than the Phantom 3. You know, far quieter than the that Aspire that I watched that other gentleman fly that we flew down here a little bit. That kind of convinced me I need to purchase something like this other than RJ make. But look at this guy. Look at this. I don't know if you can see this up here, but it's flying over. So okay, so I've got this set here. Now the camera is facing me. Now without turning the drone, whoops, I think I got to take the camera out of that mode. Let's see. Alright, so the drone is standing still, and I have the camera panning 360 degrees. So I'm going to do a 360 degree pan with the drone in place. The drone is not moving. I'm not touching the yaw, and the camera itself is rotating around the gimbal. This is just unbelievable. This is cool. This is just too cool for school. And just coming back around. I want to turn the camera back so it's facing forward. And I'm going to turn it back to facing me mode. So definitely a lot of controls on the camera that I have yet to even begin to comprehend. Now I'm yawing it with the actual copter now. Well, I guess I can get some idea. So I've been up there about 9 minutes flight time, and so I'm trying to see where all my settings are. So 17. I want to raise this guy up a little bit. Take him up a little bit. Oh, there's my altitude. So I'm at about 50 feet. And let's get brave and let's take him over the water a little bit. I'm not going to go too far. I'm just still got it in turtle mode, just kind of panning its way. Let me just circle it. So I'm going to turn up the speed, and she goes like a bat out of hell. And there she goes. Not too fast. Phantom, I think, is faster. I've got it turned all the way up. I'm going to just bring it straight back towards me. But definitely a lot faster in rabbit mode than turtle mode, which one would expect. So anyway, let's bring it down. Let's bring it back. Whoops, bring it back a little bit more. My back, not your back, Joe. And I want to bring it down a little bit more. And I want to bring it back a little bit more. And watch I don't trip over anything. I don't know if I still got you guys on the hat cam. And so I've been up there. Still good battery life, 14.4 volts. I'm reading, yeah, well, it's reading 2 out of 4 bars. So again, just kind of walking over here, see how this is going. I think I'm going to break it down in a minute or so. I don't want to tax everything too much. But definitely pretty cool. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit. And I'm going to turn it back down to, it's a little bit less jerky. Well, it's definitely less jerky in rabbit mode, so I've turned it back. So, a little bit more, because I want to capture some video footage of this. So I want to bring the legs back down. I want to put the legs back up. Oh, I love that. That is just so cool. So I'm going to put the legs back down. And I'm going to stop the video on the copter. I think this... trying to figure out how to stop the video. So I've read about this on the internet, that this button can be problematic. And I want to make sure I save that video, but it's not stopping the video. I had a bit of a problem. Warning, aircraft battery low. So now I've already gone to low battery. Decreased to 60 meters. So I've got the legs down. But I'm trying to stop the video. I think that's the video that's running. And it started with a couple button presses. Maybe if I press this one over here. So I'm going to bring it down, set it down on the ground. And I'm going to hold the button to turn it off. Dearm the motors. The video is still counting up. Let's see if I take my glove off and if I can touch something on the screen to make it stop. I'm still counting up video. So I'm doing this. I'm pressing this button, the video button. Let's see, camera task. Okay, so something about that stopped recording. I'm going to have to figure that out a little bit more. But it stopped recording, so I guess that's a good thing. It decremented my SD card, which is nice. It shows me how much room I have on my SD card, something I really like. So anyways, this has been the first flight out here of the Typhoon H. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. So again, for roughly $750, I really can't complain about this guy. So so far so good. I got another battery, so I think I'll do another episode. I'll take it for another bit of a flight. But anyways, hey, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know what you guys are thinking about for lunch. Subscribe button over there. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you guys later. Cheers.